The icy waters of the Antarctic, a pristine wilderness teeming with life, are stained crimson. Harpoons, once tools of survival, now pierce the ocean's giants. Whales, magnificent creatures capable of feeling a depth of emotion we are only beginning to comprehend, are brutally hunted. Their colossal bodies, once symbols of power and grace, lay lifeless on blood-soaked decks. The air, once filled with the haunting songs of these leviathans, now echoes with the sickening thud of flesh meeting metal. This is not a scene from a distant past. This is the brutal reality of modern whaling, a barbaric practice that continues under the guise of scientific research. The sanctuary of the Antarctic, a place of wonder and beauty, has become a hunting ground. Whales, far from being merely majestic creatures, are essential to the health of our oceans and, by extension, our planet. These gentle giants are not just awe-inspiring, they are vital parts of a complex and delicate ecosystem. Their role in maintaining the balance of the ocean's intricate food web is crucial. They help control populations of krill and other marine life, preventing ecological imbalances. Their massive bodies, rich in nutrients, fertilize the ocean when they die and sink to the seabed, creating hotspots of life in the deep. To lose whales is to unravel the very fabric of our oceans, with devastating consequences for all life on Earth. The impact of whaling reaches far beyond the icy waters of the Antarctic. The fate of these magnificent creatures is intricately linked to the lives of millions, particularly in a country thousands of miles away. India. The monsoon, a lifeline for India's agricultural heartland, relies on a complex interplay of ocean currents and temperatures. Whales, through their movements and feeding patterns, play a critical role in maintaining this delicate balance. Their decline disrupts ocean currents, impacting the monsoon's strength and timing. This disruption translates into droughts, floods, and crop failures, directly affecting the livelihoods and food security of millions in India. The continued massacre of whales in the Antarctic is a testament to the apathy of those who have the power to stop it. Navies and coast guards tasked with safeguarding our oceans remain conspicuously absent. Their silence is deafening, a betrayal of their duty to protect these vulnerable creatures and the delicate balance of our planet. This lack of intervention speaks volumes about our skewed priorities, prioritizing short-term economic gains over the long-term health of our planet. The absence of these guardians in the icy waters of the Antarctic is a stark reminder of the challenges we face in protecting our natural world. Section 5: David and Goliath, activists on the front lines of whale conservation. In the face of government inaction and corporate greed, a courageous group of individuals stands defiant: the activists. These modern-day Davids, armed with little more than their voices and unwavering determination, confront the Goliaths of the whaling industry. They put their lives on the line, braving treacherous seas and hostility from whalers to document the atrocities and raise awareness about this ecological crime. Their efforts, though often met with resistance and danger, are a beacon of hope in a sea of apathy. They are the voice for the voiceless, the defenders of the defenseless. Their tireless efforts are a testament to the power of human compassion and our responsibility to protect our planet. Section 6: Profit over Planet, unmasking the corporate greed fueling the slaughter. The brutal efficiency of the whale hunt, the callous disregard for the suffering inflicted, points to a driving force beyond mere tradition or cultural practice: profit. Powerful corporations, driven by an insatiable appetite for profit, fuel this slaughter. They operate with impunity, exploiting legal loopholes and manipulating scientific research to justify their greed. The demand for whale meat, a niche market driven by cultural preferences and false claims of health benefits, pales in comparison to the lucrative trade in whale oil and other byproducts. These products find their way into cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, and even pet food, lining the pockets of corporations at the expense of these majestic creatures. Section 7: The Politics of Ignorance, how governments turn a blind eye to the crisis. The continued existence of whaling, despite international condemnation and scientific evidence of its devastating impact, exposes a darker reality: the politics of ignorance. Governments, often influenced by powerful lobbies and short-term economic interests, choose to turn a blind eye to this crisis. They prioritize trade deals and diplomatic relations over the preservation of our planet's biodiversity. This deliberate ignorance allows the slaughter to continue, making them complicit in this ecological crime. The silence of governments is a betrayal of their responsibility to protect our planet and its inhabitants. Section 8. Selective outrage, the global blind spot to environmental crimes. The world watches in horror as rainforests burn, yet remains eerily silent as whales are slaughtered in the icy depths of the Antarctic. This selective outrage, this global blind spot to the plight of whales, is a symptom of a deeper malaise. We are quick to condemn environmental crimes that directly impact us, yet remain indifferent to those that occur far from our shores. This selective outrage is dangerous, allowing for the destruction of ecosystems and the extinction of species under the cover of apathy. It highlights the need for a fundamental shift in our perspective, a recognition that all life on Earth is interconnected and the fate of whales is inextricably linked to our own. Section 9. A call to action. Our shared responsibility to protect the blue heart of our planet. The time for complacency is over. The oceans, the blue heart of our planet, are under threat. The brutal slaughter of whales in the Antarctic is a stark reminder of the consequences of our inaction. We can no longer afford to remain silent witnesses to this ecological crime. We must demand accountability from our leaders, urging them to prioritize the health of our planet over short-term economic gain. We must support the tireless efforts of activists and conservationists working tirelessly to protect these magnificent creatures. We must use our voices and our choices as consumers to reject products that fuel this cruel trade. The future of our oceans, and indeed our planet, depends on it.